Let me ask you something. What does a millionaire look like to you? Is it someone living in a big house, driving a luxury car, sipping cocktails on a private beach? That's the image we've been sold. But what if I told you that most people who think they're millionaires aren't? Not really, because there's one asset, just one, that's distorting the truth. And it's probably the biggest thing on your net worth statement, your home. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might see your financial situation in a completely different light. And more importantly, you'll learn how to build real wealth, not just the illusion of it. Let's start with the basics. Net worth is simple. Assets minus liabilities. So you add up everything you own, your house, your car, your savings, your investments, and subtract everything you owe. The result is your net worth. But here's the catch. Your house isn't liquid. You can't use it to pay bills, invest in stocks, or cover emergencies unless you sell it or borrow against it. And even then, it's not guaranteed. The housing market fluctuates. Your home might be worth $400,000 today and $300,000 tomorrow. So why do we treat it like cash? Why do we count it as part of our financial freedom? Here's where psychology kicks in. Owning a home feels rich. It's comforting. It's visible. It's something you can point to and say, I made it. But that feeling can be misleading. Let's compare two people. Person A owns a $500,000 house outright but has only $20,000 in savings. Person B rents but has $1 million in diversified investments. Who's actually wealthier? Person B, hands down, because their money is working for them. It's accessible. It's growing. Person A, meanwhile, is house rich but cash poor. And that's a dangerous place to be. It creates a false sense of security. You feel like you've made it, but you're one emergency away from financial stress. Now let's take this a step further. Imagine person A wants to retire early. They feel confident because their house is paid off. But when they sit down with a financial planner, they realize they have almost no passive income, no dividends, no rental properties, no side hustle. Their wealth is static. It's not working for them. Meanwhile, person B, who rents, has investments that generate $4,000 a month. That's freedom. That's what wealth feels like when it's liquid and active. And yet, most people would look at person A and assume they're better off. That's the illusion we're trying to break. Let's look at the numbers. According to recent studies, when you exclude home equity, the number of millionaires drops by over 30%. That's millions of people who appear wealthy on paper, but don't have the financial flexibility to back it up. And here's the wild part. Many of them don't even know it. They're planning retirements, vacations, and investments based on a number that's inflated by bricks and drywall. That's not wealth. That's a mirage. And it's not just individuals. Banks, governments, and even financial advisors often use inflated net worth figures that include home equity. It's baked into the system. But if you want real financial freedom, you have to look beyond the illusion. Let's zoom in on the US for a moment. According to Credit Suisse, there are over 22 million millionaires in America. But when you remove home equity, that number drops to around 14 million. That's 8 million people who aren't as financially flexible as they appear. And here's the twist. Many of them are living paycheck to paycheck. They're asset rich but cash poor. They can't handle a $1,000 emergency without selling something. That's not wealth. It's fragility dressed up as success. Imagine this. You're 60 years old. You've paid off your house. You've got a net worth of $800,000. You feel ready to retire? But then you realize $600,000 of that is your home. You only have $200,000 in actual savings. That's barely enough to last 10 years, let alone 30. Suddenly, retirement feels shaky. You might have to downsize, take out a reverse mortgage, or keep working, all because your wealth was tied up in an asset you can't easily use. And this isn't rare. It's happening to millions of people. They're house rich but lifestyle poor, and they don't even know it until it's too late. Let me give you a real-world scenario. Meet Kareem. He owns a beautiful home worth $600,000. He's proud of it. It's his biggest achievement. But Kareem has only $15,000 in savings and no investments. One day, he loses his job. He applies for loans, but his income is gone. He tries to sell the house, but the market's down. Suddenly, his wealth is frozen. He's stuck. This is the wealth trap. When your assets look impressive but don't protect you when life hits hard. So let me ask you, if you removed your home from your net worth, would you still be a millionaire? Would you still feel secure? This isn't just about numbers, it's about mindset. Because real wealth isn't what you own, it's what you can use. It's the freedom to make choices, take risks, and live without fear. And that starts with understanding what your net worth really means. Most people don't want to hear this. It's uncomfortable. It challenges their identity. But discomfort is where growth begins. And if you're watching this, you're already ahead of the curve. So what does real wealth look like? It's not just a number. It's a lifestyle. It's having an emergency fund that can cover 6 months of expenses. It's having investments that generate passive income. It's having the freedom to walk away from a job you hate. It's being able to help others without hurting yourself financially. It's sleeping well at night, knowing you're prepared. And none of that comes from owning a house alone. Your home is important. It gives you stability, pride, and comfort. But it's not your financial safety net. That has to come from liquid assets, smart planning, and a mindset that values flexibility over appearances. Here's your challenge. Go grab a pen and paper. Write down your net worth. Now, subtract your home. What's left? That number. That's your real financial power. That's what you can use, invest, and rely on. And if it's lower than you expected, don't panic. This is your wake-up call, because now you know, and now you can build. Drop a comment below. What's your net worth without your home? Let's talk about it. Let's learn. Let's grow. Pause this video for a moment. Think about your own situation. What percentage of your net worth is tied up in your home? Is it 50%? 70%? More? Write it down, because awareness is the first step toward change. And once you see the truth, you can start building wealth that actually works for you. If this video made you think differently about wealth, hit that like button. Subscribe for more content that challenges the norm and helps you build real financial freedom. This channel isn't about flashy cars or fake gurus. It's about truth, strategy, and empowerment. Because you deserve more than the illusion of wealth. You deserve the real thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.